Alright, everyone, it is I, your Jatstar Valentine, and, I have an unfortunate announcement. My main Wi-Fi card is dead. Yep, it's completely dead. Dunzo, dead, however you want to say it, you pretty much get the deal. You pretty much get what's going on. So, yeah, it is, ceased to be, shall we say. Which, needless to say, is really, really bad because, yeah, I have no way of hooking this computer up, via wired networks, and thus, I unfortunately have to use another Netgear Wi-Fi card to hook it up. Funny how that works. And by that, I mean it's not funny at all, because Netgear absolutely sucks ass in every way of the word. I have never seen a company that, one, is so irresponsible that they literally hand over their driver development to a company whose name sounds more like a hacker group named VRChat. And number two, I've never seen a Wi-Fi card company that needs fucking drivers for their Wi-Fi cards. Drivers, which I might add, aren't actually drivers. They're actually DRM spyware, and they do a bunch of really fucked up shit to your computer. And so, yeah. So basically what happened is, earlier on, I was just having fun with VRChat as usual. And, and then, a little bit of barbecue sauce, just a little bit, got on the Wi-Fi card. So I was like, you know what, let's just unplug it and clean it off. I cleaned it off, they reinserted it, and then immediately my computer blue screened. Yeah, yeah, it blue screened. Because apparently, somehow, the drivers freaked out. Because, yeah, couldn't validly authorize it. Or some stupid shit like that. And, yeah, so I had to completely restart my PC. And then I tried again, and each time I tried it, unfortunately, I got weird glitching or artifacting. My PC was just being very unstable. So, yeah, I just had to use the backup one instead. So, yeah, after this, I don't think I'm gonna use Netgear much longer. Hopefully, eventually I can move to somewhere where, I could use, wired internet. Either that, or I could, have, wired internet installed in my office. Even though that would be, huge renovation, and that would, take a lot of time and, construction budget and money and all that. Or I could switch to Netgear's closest competitor, Tumbril. I think that's their name. Tumbril? I'm pretty sure that's their name. I don't exactly know. Uh, but it's what Sarah Dynamite uses now. Yeah, I think it's Tumbril. Or Tumbril. I think that's what it is. So I might end up using them instead. Just simply because I'm not gonna deal with drivers that could potentially corrupt my hard drive if Netgear finds something that they do not like on my PC, and let alone organization, let alone a company that has Wi-Fi drivers that are written by a shady defense contractor known as ViralLight, who, by the way, has lots of shady contracts with the U.S. government. So, yeah. Again, as I said before, there's a lot of shit out on Netgear, that I could dig out, but yeah, I'm not gonna really care about that today? No. My main topic today is well, we're going to be exploring the Rockstar Row. Finally, I know you have seen this map feature just in yesterday's stream, but yeah, I thought I would feature it again today, just because it's really cool to discuss video game lore and go over video game locations, even if the lore is really really garbage. Looking at you, Security Breach. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing today. Now Rockstar Row is oh, if I could even list how iconic this location is in Security Breach and in the greater FNAF fandom. It would take a long time because it is really, really iconic. There have been many remixes of it. There have been many drawings on DeviantArt and Newgrounds based around it. Freddy, get out of my room! And yeah, it's just one of the most well-known locations in not only Security Breach, but all of FNAF in general. And thus, you pretty much knew that eventually I would check it out no matter what. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. And all in my new Abbey that I just finished it, or mostly got working today, Salem Yo Mama. Yeah, I have talked a little bit about this Dara before. Bringing up Salem Yo Mama several times already. But this is the first time I've actually shown it on stream. Maybe because they got all the toggles working. Of which there are, did not mean to show that. Though it's alright. Of which there are several. There's the main outfit, there's, shorts, there's, you could do a lot with this Abbey. And a lot is still being worked on. I still have a lot of shit I have to work on and fix up for this guy. So it is not even all done yet. No, work is just beginning. Yeah, it is, needless to say, a very fun Abbey to work with. One of the better ones, in fact, it actually turned out a lot fucking better than Midas. Midas has just so many issues. I like Midas, but there's a lot of issues, like share-wise, like the Unity Chan and Toon Share or Little Toon do weird shit in certain worlds that Poyomi doesn't, albeit working with Poyomi is a little bit harder because he uses a lot of baking and AI pre-calculation, and it's just, yeah, it's very weird. Without, like, use ray casting and ray tracing based pre-calculation and baking. But yeah, it is a lot better overall in terms of a solution. So I guess you could say that. And also another thing is that the hair is much easier to work with than the Midas' tentacles. As you know, Rendo tentacles are a bit of a hard thing to work with and nail down, especially because they are very flowy. There's a lot of limits you have to put on them. It's just a bad time all around. So yeah, needless to say, this turned out way better, and I am really, really pleased with the results. So yeah, well, let's get right into this. Let's actually do this here. Now, just looking around here, you can really tell that this place has a lot of importance. Studios as not only the official living place, I guess you could say, for the animatronics to perform at the Mega Pizzaplex, but also as a little hall commemorating the history of Fazbear Entertainment as a whole. Like, you got all the statues of them, of every single one. You got neon lights explaining, just who they are and what they're here to do. You got pretty much everything else. And sorry, I had to uh I just drank a whole can of Coke Zero. Nom 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 nom. That shit's good. But yeah, you got signs display what they're here to do. You got you got signs explain who they are. You got statues of them. Which, by the way, the statues are all positioned right outside of the doors to their rooms, to their apartments. Which I gotta say is pretty nice. And very, very awesome. And really, it really helps to add, just how important all this is and you know, just how significant a location this actually is. So, it serves a dual purpose. And, albeit, it also seems to share, many of the same visual cues from the atrium. Like, it also shares, the general big rock aesthetic, the general, theming, all that sort of shit. But it's a little bit more toned down and less dramatic, especially in the music. Like, the music is a lot more chill, a lot less exciting. Like, you could tell this is an area that is primarily meant for rest and primarily meant for, off-show breaks. And also to commemorate Fazbear Entertainment's, can we say glorious? Oh, Sarah's on. Well, I already know who I'm inviting. Hang on. So there, Abby does not crash me. Hey, yes, I spam invite. That's a bit of a thing with me. But yeah, I really love this space. Like, I love the atrium. But this also has its own cool little style here that I really just enjoy. And once again, we see here Captain Foxy's pirate adventure being mentioned, which does kind of confirm my theory of it being more or less some kind of in-universe movie or in-universe production. Oh, and right on time. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? So, yeah, you probably heard. Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi card died. In a freak accident, I might add, involving barbecue sauce. I tried to clean it off, and then the Netgear drivers did not detect it and started locking up my PC every time I try to insert it. So, yeah. In short, I am now using a backup one. And I'm thinking of switching to Tumbril or whatever, Wi-Fi card brand you use now. Just because, oh, to infinity and Joe Mama! But yes, this double Dara stream day. The day of the Dara. Which actually do kind of look like, well, they can pass for FNAF animatronics, I guess. But yeah. Right here you see a replica of the original stage, which was meant to, and yes, I am. This is a short test stream that I was, doing. Yeah, this is a replica of the main stage here, the original main stage, and the OG pizzeria. Kind of meant to symbolize, their humble beginnings. Which is nice. Then there is the, this here, which, as I said before, this does indicate that Captain Fox's pirate treasure was either um a movie that was made by Fazbear Entertainment, or specifically for the Pizza Plex, or was like a big release. But to be honest, given that is commemorated here as well, the Pirate Adventure is, I'm beginning to more and more suspect that this was a big release type movie deal in the FNAF universe. Just because if it was specifically to the Pizza Plex, then you would not be commemorating it or celebrating it in this nearly this level. So that's kind of where I suspect it. Anyway. Oh yes. There's Chica's guitar, which wonder how they get that out every time they need to do a show. Unless that's like a replica that's built specifically, I think it's probably a replica. Okay, I need to turn on just chatting for a minute so I could go see what Abby Advanced Freddy is in. Because I have no idea if they're gonna show up naked or... Oh no, they show up and just... Now we're fine. That's a very real fear of mine, is one day somebody's gonna... Hey, Hey, Advanced Freddy, how you doing?
Very good. What about you? How you been?
Pretty good. Today working on Abby's, and then my Wi-Fi card failed after I spilled hot sauce on, or a barbecue sauce on it, and tried to clean it off.
Damn. That's some terrible stuff right there.
Yeah. Yeah. There's also a little button you can click right here that pulls up the mirror. Which the mirror here is actually really good. Yep. And all the signs, by the way, are stylized completely to each of the characters themselves. Which is one thing I do like about Security Breach is that the story might not be that great, but the visual design is just top notch.
Yes, that's for sure.
Way to go, superstar!
Way to go, superstar.
And no, the mirror doesn't work. But yes, this is Glamrock Frey's room, aka the main location for the start of the game. Uh,
Ooh. This is where you'll meet the Doof Bear.
yeah, which to be honest, um, one thing one thing that's a little confusing is how they started out with you in Glamrock Frey's vision, and then they switch over to the child. Like, they could have just, had it be Gregory's view the entire time. But no, they did that, and it's a little weird. Not gonna lie.
Ooh. Does that button do anything?
And each
Oh, no.
each room, by the way, is themed specifically to their character. So you got Gregory with the fizzy faz here, and you got Glamrock Frey with all the fizzy faz here, and the Frey Fazbear plushies, and the mega-sized Frey Fazbear plush, which does have a bit of graphics artifacting, but that's mainly because the porting and ripping process that they use to bring this map over to VRChat is a little bit buggy when it comes to the Unreal to Unity conversion, and it leaves big ugly seams in a lot of places sometimes. But still really really good. And it's probably my second favorite out of all of them. Um,
Ooh.
and back here you got another remnant-based charging station, which I am pretty sure is remnant-based. Only because like that makes sense in the lore when you think about the FNAF lore. And also, it would also explain, the whole glowing pipes thing too. Granted, that could just be, um, an aesthetic choice, but you know, given how a lot of this occurs in the year 2034, and how they've been working with remnant research for quite some time, and how there is a gigantic nuclear fusion generator powering all the Pizzaplex. It really does make you wonder. Do they have animatronics that run on Remnant now? And then
If FNAF here is anything to go by, I say yes.
exactly.
Ooh. Roxy's OnlyFans has to be here somewhere. Her password's here somewhere.
And as you'll see, each of the characters has a game set up specifically for them. And I just love the way Roxanne's room looks. Like Roxanne as a character is just one of the most metal characters ever put into into a into a more kid-oriented game. Like there have been a lot, but she has to be one of the true masters of Edge. Like Shadow the Hedgehog move over. She literally said She move over, like because Roxanne, as you know, her big line is, "You are nothing."
She has issues.
Yeah,
She has self-esteem issues.
major.
Can't really
And
talk too much.
again another
Mm.
remnant charging pod. It'll also explain this little thing on the side here. You know, like what's that full of? You know, because that's obviously not a battery. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, Roxanne's has to be my favorite just because of all the characters.
Your only fan.
Well, okay, yes, that. But
Rule 34.
yes, that too. But also, of all the characters that are in Security Breach, Roxanne has to be my number one favorite. For the reasons that Advanced Freddy had mentioned, as well as just simply because, like, sorry if I kind of sound like I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks saying this, but yeah, she's the one that I happen to relate to the most a lot of time. Take that for what you will. I, I'm gonna be honest here, but Glamrock Chica, and then again you see here, Chica has Chica Speaking Frenzy, which again lines up with her personality. She is a glutton. And I mean in the worst ways possible. Oh my god. If you played the game, you would know what I'm talking about. Um, or at least seen the game, you would know what I'm talking about. Because my god, she she is a hungry, hungry birdie, chomping away. Are you ready to play, hungry, hungry birdies? But as you can see, you know, her room is the polar opposite of Roxanne's. Like Roxanne's is, you know, all badass and cool. Whereas hers is more pink and girly. In the best ways, I might add. I love I love Roxanne. And I love Chica too. Chica's pretty cool. So, let's see here. Oh yes, and one more thing before we continue on. Oh god damn it, it's not here. No, it's back in our room, but there we go. That's it. Gregory, have you ever heard of the hit game Among Us? I know it is hard to be sus. Oh, Among Us. You have to vent. I know it is hard to be sus, Gregory, but I know you can do it. Sorry, I had to bring up that meme. Oh? Freddy Fazbear. Freddy Fazbear equals Chuck E. Cheese. That's a pretty obvious one. And other than that little hiccup, Vixen is still holding on pretty well. You are really doing I think I could be able to stream for like a few months on this card. All right. Not bad, not bad. Ah, nice. Uh, I think those are pretty accurate comparisons. All right. Now, but yeah, we're going to go to the last and darkest of the main four. Monty's room, which, as you can see, yeah. When Monty takes out his stress after a long day of work, he often takes it out on his room. And thus, he has never been able to show off his room all that much. For obvious reasons. Ah, poor guy. Stressful job, but somebody's gotta do it. Oh yeah, there are also some other references as well. One thing you see Shadow Bonnie, of which I have seen a female version on DeviantArt and have it saved to my laptop's hard drive. Woo-wee! And then there's also you got Innard here, who is the one who takes over Michael Apt's body for a little bit before comes back to his normal self. And then there is Bonnie, which by the way is really strange. You know how all the the Glamrock Bonnie story is just really fucking strange. Not gonna lie. Like, I know that Monty, stabbed him in the back in the early days and left him to rot and all that. But but yeah, there's just a bunch of our really strange shit surrounding it. Like, there's a bunch of theories. And generally, I subscribe to the thought that it was Monty, only because, one, Monty has a damn good motive. Like, his entire thing was he wanted to one up Bonnie. He wanted to be the big successful guitarist, not Bonnie. Like, he has a damn good motive for doing it. But at the same time, um, yeah, there's just a lot of theories, and going over all of them would take way longer than I have stream time for a day. So, yeah, pretty much gonna have to research all of them on your own. And this is by the way, this is the exit area here, and needless to say, it's actually a lot brighter lit than the entryway. Though I think that might just be the mapper's little thing. And there's also another mirror here, fully working, I might add. Um, there is posters of all the animatronics, including our Newgrounds queen. I mean, Roxanne Wolf, the chicken, and Monty. And then you also have these posters here, including the not so to infinity and your mom, Freddy. And then there's also this one. To infinity. And your mama. Yes, Joe Mama. La 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 la. I don't know why, but my headset's been doing this occasional weird crackling thing. I'm not sure if you guys could hear it. Maybe my motherboard is what's going bad. But I doubt it. I'll figure it out. I mean, if I still, like, intelligible, and there's no real weird sound issues, then I'm good. But yeah. And so far, sound seems to be pretty much a-okay. Um, but yeah, this is the main control room to both the main control room of I believe the animatronic complex, like the Rockstar row, as well as I believe this might be overlooking the main server room. Not gonna lie, I don't think it was ever shown as overlooking in the games, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. and very well designed. Um, I gotta say, this really looks like my kind of place. So, like, you got all these really good control consoles that do whatever these do. You got some normal computers over here. You got all this overlooking the main on-site habs. You got pretty much everything. I also got this weird little thing here, which I'm not so sure what this is about. Maybe it's some emergency button in case I don't really know. I mean, Glamrock Frey did mention there being past incidents. And plus, I am probably gonna rewatch the lore and maybe play the actual fucking game once I have, a new computer that isn't this pile of junk that I'm currently streaming on, but, not to say that, VIX is all crap. Like, the CPU is good. Ryzen 5 2600 is still really good CPU even by today's standards, but there are noticeable issues. One opportunity that they did miss though was that they missed the opportunity of to have these cleaning robots go across the floor. Like that really was an opportunity that they did unfortunately miss. But I do understand why they didn't do it, from a technical limitation standpoint, but still. And plus there is the whole matter of the big elephant in the room. What do I think of the animatronics themselves? I already said this numerous times, but I really like the concepts in terms of like how they did the animatronics in FNAF Security Breach. Like I really like the way they executed them, but there are a few issues with the core game itself. For one thing, the big thing is that there was a lot of shit that was cut in the final product. Like a lot of voice lines were going to be used that were just not used because Scott Cawthon drama happened and Scott Cawthon made a bunch of really unfortunate choices and set the game back a bunch. And yeah, that was the main thing. That was the main big issue there. Um, and why they didn't end up using all those. And also, but still, it was really really unfortunate that all happened. Because if it didn't, then we would have gotten a much much more finished and more polished game. Not gonna lie, like it would have been night and day probably between what we actually got and what we should have got or what we would have got if he didn't do what he did. That's all I'm gonna say. And number two, another big thing is that, as far as I know, there was originally going to be a pacifist mode where you could not have to kill all the animatronics, and you would be able to, like save them or free them from Vayne's influence. Unfortunately, this never fucking happened for some reason. Um, Again, probably due to aforementioned drama, probably due to all the shit that went down there. That's probably why they just never actually got around to making that, and the game ended up the way it did. Which again, really, really unfortunate, and I really hope that eventually they do. And I hope that they do at least make a DLC where you could go back and do that, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna fucking happen. Especially because all the DLCs are like actual like self-contained games, like Ruin and shit. So yeah, probably not gonna happen. But yeah, there was just a lot of missed potential. And like there was just a lot of shit that they could have done differently and they didn't do. And, like it was just a great tragedy of gaming, and it was just there's so much hype, there's so much potential, and then you know, needless to say, however, I will absolutely play this game. Once I have a better fucking PC that actually works, and that doesn't require like 10 billion steps to get going. Um, then yeah, I will absolutely play this. But for now, all I could do is just simply, sit back and watch videos of it because my PC could barely fucking handle this, or rather, it could barely fucking handle certain parts of Bendy in the Dark Revival. Just simply do its 1060. And if it could barely handle that, then imagine what it would do if it tried to play Security Breach. It would die instantly. Alright. Oh, there's a little, yeah, there's also the old artwork they dug up from, the pizzeria, which, a little morbid, but whatever. And then there's my girl. The one, the only. Roxanne Wolf. And originally, you know, by the way, one more thing. Originally, from what I could tell for the trailers, the story itself was going to work out way, way different from what we got. You were going to actually play as the security girl who, whose job it was to help the kid, potentially again with Glamrock Frey, or rather, whose job it was to potentially help the kid and go through the Pizzaplex and that, and all the animatronics were going to be against you. And quite frankly, or rather, no, it was actually Roxanne Wolf who was actually originally, I believe, Like there were a bunch of rumors early on, but I think one was that Roxanne was gonna be the original like assistant, as far as I know, and was going to like assist you or some shit. And yeah, it was going to work out very differently. Um, in the OG scripts and with the OG voice lines and shit. But then again, everything happened. They couldn't execute that. With all the drama, they had to rework everything to something that could be, uh, finished up in a short amount of time. And that's why I changed the story so drastically, was just simply because that original idea, with all that happened, it wasn't going to be able to it wasn't going to be able to be fleshed out or finished in the time that they had. So, yeah, it was just a matter of just bad timing and just a bunch of it was just a bunch of shit that led to this game just being absolute garbage like it was. Well, not absolute garbage, but a more so bad it's good experience. Like Tokyo Mew Mew. But or the room, yes. Or the room. Or I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this. I'm gonna get a lot of people disagreeing with me on this one. Or Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. At least the English dub, because the English dub is just uh, like the original anime is alright, but the English dub, yeah, I know it's really old. I'm a fan of a lot of older anime like that, so you're gonna hear me speak a lot of a bunch of older shit. You have never. I might check it out eventually. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. So how I rate this world? Um. Overall, aesthetic wise, it's really good. Like this is my kind of jam. Like the Pizzaplex worlds in general are just my kind of jam, but this is especially good. Like I just love that kind of vibes. Really reminds me of yeah, several worlds I've been in. Optimization wise, I've heard mixed feelings. Like like my graphics card is at 69 degrees Celsius right now. No, seriously, it actually is at 69 degrees Celsius. Could you fucking not? Um, and and my GPU usage is also at 69%. What the fuck? Uh, this is so perfect. 69, 69. Uh, so yeah, optimization wise, probably not suitable for questies. But if you at least have a good PC, and yes and no, if you at least have a good PC, then you should be okay. Or even a semi decent one like mine. Semi decent is a long stretch for Vixen. Vixen's more like total dog shit, but can somehow still run some shit and can somehow still stream, despite being absolute garbage in every way of the word. Um, and level design, that's more on Steel Wool's part than on the map creators. I gotta say, not bad. Not bad at all. So overall, I'd say Sarah gave the score already, but 7.9 out of 10. It's not as good as any of the other ports. Um, like there's a lot of issues in particular with this one, and it's not got. It's not. I can't fucking speak. It's not got any of the depth that any of the others have, or any of the size. But it's still pretty good. And if you have a decently powerful PC, or have friends that do, or have friends that have, miracle questy headsets that could actually withstand bigger worlds like this, which is the thing, I have seen questies that can actually run this world, then sure thing. Just go ahead and visit. I'd recommend it. So, that's pretty much it for this stream. What will I be doing tomorrow? Answer is not streaming. No. Tomorrow I will be, working on more Abby shit because, believe it or not, I've got even more Abbies to work on after this guy. And I also have to finish this guy. And, do all that. So yeah, I've got more Abby shit to work on tomorrow. It's gonna be a busy day, a very busy day for me. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be, no stream tomorrow. But there will be another stream on, uh, there will be another stream on, Tuesday. And that one, as I said before, will probably either be Honkai Star Rail, Fortnite, or, more of this. So it's probably going to be more of this because that's kind of the main game that is getting a lot of views on my channel right now is just VRChat, and VRChat. So I'm probably going to focus more on just hammering out as much VRChat as I can. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be my plan. And pretty soon I should be able to, yep, I sure did. And pretty soon I should be able to have either custom world built or the new, yes, and that too. Or my new Abby up. Because currently I'm working on getting a new default Abby, that LS one that I talked about a few times. Currently I'm working on that one and getting that one working alongside, this Dara project and a bunch of our things that I'm doing. So hopefully hopefully I will actually get it up and running, and hopefully I will be able to show you guys. It's because judging from, just the description. All right. I'll be there in a bit. But yeah, judging from just the description, it's got quite a few things in it. It's got tons of clothes. It's got tons of just really cool shit. So it'll be quite a treat. I think you guys will like it. That is if my PC will even let me work with it. So yeah. Yeah, you do at least have that to look forward to. But anyway, I gotta get going. I can't stay here forever. You pretty much know the drill. So thank you all for watching this wonderful stream here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, week, whatever. And I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, no, not tomorrow. No! Tuesday! For more of whatever I have planned then. So yeah, good night, everyone. Oh yeah, this was actually a really good stream for my secondary Wi-Fi card. I think I might just stick to it for a little while. See where it goes from here. You know, if shit doesn't hit the fan with my PC. Stay classy, everyone, and good night. And I'll see you all on Tuesday for probably more VRChat. Let's be honest here. So yeah, see you there, everyone.